place couldn't get a word in, and by that time he was a set and love one down. His position has improved slightly when we join the second set with Lendl to serve at 2-3 down.
Love 15.
A little bit too slow getting in behind that.
Fifteen all. Out. 30-15.
He did control that volley so well to find the corner. Because again, he's finding the ball at his feet all the time. And I'm sure you can hear the sound of aircraft overhead, and I'm wondering whether that perhaps distracted Ivan Lendl there. One of his best shots, of course, aided by the control on the two hands.
Advantage Connors.
Well, as you saw, didn't reach the service line even. And I think he would do better to do what Drobny was advising him when they were chatting the other day, to stay back and go in on the second shot.
Deuce.
For those young viewers, Yaroslav Drobny, the Wimbledon champion in the 50s, and himself a Czech, and always tries to be around Lendl when he's in this country to help him and advise him. Oh, that's a beautiful
advantage Lendl.
Oh, yes. Well, I think the best rally we've seen in the match. Lendl learning how to fence and how to turn defense into attack, but outthought at the last moment there. Oh, that's exactly the same spot.
Advantage Connors.
number 6.
Advantage Connors.
And I think you can see what Yaroslav Drobny means there. Time and time and time again, he's found the ball at his feet. An impossible position, really, to make any sort of attacking volley from. Whereas if he were to wait and approach the net on the shot that Connors is returning, he'd do better, I think.
Game Connors.
Good call.
Connors leads 4-2, second set.
Jimmy Connors really unrelenting pressure today, despite the fact that Lendl has won 2 games. He could so easily have, Connors that is, won every game that's been played. 4-2 he leads. That's what we see so often from Lendl on the forehand side on slightly slower courts, where he's got time to get set.
Fifteen all. 30-15.
Almost seemed to be hitting that downhill, didn't he? Found a beautiful angle, again with the control of the double-hander. No, brilliant. Thomas took a risk serving it out to the forehand of Lendl, which is his strong shot.
Game Connors.
Beautifully deep serve that was.
Connors leads 5-2, second set. First set, Connors.
And I must say, in this form, Virginia, I think you're going to find the bookmakers giving him very short odds for Wimbledon.
He is looking so good. The thing that amazes me is the way he is reading Lendl. He's making Lendl look as if he hasn't played tennis for a month. He's just making Lendl look very slow, and he's looking in incredibly good form. You just can't see him missing a shot. He's so geared up, he's so fluid, and he's wants it so much. And I can't see anything wrong with being this good now. I don't think I think he can stay at this level forever.
Lendl then. now having to win this serve if he's going to stay in the match. He's 2-5. Well, would you believe it? Absolutely plumb on the line. Nothing seems to be going in his favour today. I don't think that'll get a reprimand or record abuse.
30-15.
That was pure good nature.
Let.
Probably noticed that Lendl throws the ball very high on his serve, and there's just a slight breeze today, so he doesn't have much trouble today, but if it's windy, he does. Just out the strike.
40-15.
Of course, Lendl's problem here is that there's nothing he can do about any of this. Had that been in, of course, he was dead.
Game Lendl. Connors leads 5-3, second set.
Connors certainly going for the kill. My goodness, those last two returns. Hit with tremendous power. Serving now for a place in tomorrow's final. Yes, I'm afraid it is just one of those days. There are sometimes days like that when the net calls just bounce back your way and the lines just don't seem to be wide enough.
And the opponent can't do anything wrong either.
I'm quite sure that to Lendl, the court at his end seems very big, and it's rather smaller at Connors' end. Oh, well. Well, really, Jimmy Connors there at his breathtaking best. And the wretched Lendl, having hit a shot which he was entitled to think might have been a winner, now faces 3 match points.
Game 7 match, Connors.
An absolutely devastating display by the champion in just 51 minutes. Again through to the final.
Connors wins 2 sets to love, 6-3.
Jimmy, your performance then had people looking back to 1974 when you dismissed Ken Rosewall. It was that good.
Well, I don't think they have to look back that far. They can look back to last year. I think I played as well today as I have in the past year or 2 years. And if I can keep up that kind of form, I'd be quite happy. Hit the ball very well today.
You really are unbelievably hot at the moment.
Well, I don't mind being hot for today and tomorrow, and then cooling off a little bit and regaining my hot streak for the next fortnight at Wimbledon. But I'm playing very good tennis now. I'm very eager to play. I'm enjoying my tennis, working very hard at it, and going about it in a business-like manner. So it's working out quite well.
Is that difficult? I mean, the tennis player these days is demanded to have so many peaks.
Well, every day, every match is a peak, really. You have to bring out your best form all the time when you play. I play every match like it is the finals of a Wimbledon or a U.S. Open, so that's why I don't really like to play quite as much as a lot of other players. But I'm enjoying the tennis. That's probably the biggest thing that I can say right now. I'm enjoying playing the matches and the competition, and things working out all right.
Should you meet him at Wimbledon, you've got a psychological point over Ivan Lendl again.
Well, I don't really worry about that. It's one match at a time, one day at a time, and I played well here today, and maybe he didn't play quite so well, but next time maybe a different story. So you just have to play every match like it's your last.
So Lendl had to pick himself up from the floor. Would the confrontation of the final be another meeting between the big two? Or would Kevin Curran cause the upset of the championship?